Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. It's Guild Wars Day 4 and it's Purple Day, so let's see what we have in store today. Up against Nemesis, strong team. These were in Bracket 1 I believe last month and we bizarrely narrowly missed out on promotion to Bracket 1, so here we are facing each other. And both teams are doing well, we're both near the top of Bracket 2, vying and battling for promotion to Bracket 1, which is literally as hard as it can possibly get in Guild Wars. A lot of the teams that work, attack teams that work in, say, bracket 5, that was the bracket I was in before in a previous guild, simply do not work in bracket 2. You have to take all sorts of things into consideration when fighting these teams. What are we up against today? Gloomleaf, Herald of Damnation, Doomed Chronicle, and Lamashtu. So this is all about their Doomed Chronicle, dealing scatter damage and then creating a huge mix of purple gems and skulls for every purple enemy. They know it's purple days, so that is going to be the maximum amount possible. So that can be particularly dangerous. And they get 50% start as well, so it's important we try and slow that down and get going fast ourselves, which is sometimes tricky. To help them get fast, they've got the Herald of Damnation, starting battles with full mana and converting blue to purple. And Lamashtu starts with full mana as well and converts yellow to purple. So lots of chances for them to get this thing charged up straight away and create an absolute ton of skulls. To make it worse, Gloomleaf is there. So this is a well thought out defense, as you would expect. Reflects 50% of skull damage when we hit him back, but is impervious. He's immune to all status effects, so we can't even throw Entangle on this thing, which is one of my favourite defences against these book style teams. If you entangle the first enemy and keep them entangled, the book can create as many skulls as it wants and it is not really going to affect you that much. But if the first troop is immune to entangle, then that is an issue. So we can't counter it that way. This is the sort of team I would run normally, but I think I need to change it up. I don't often run counter-attacking teams, but I do think I have to counter-attack this one. So I'm going to change a team. I'm going to make their Herald of Damnation and Lamashtu hopefully worthless. So what I'm going to do, I'll remove Thrall. There's a couple of troops which are particularly good for countering this. We have First Mate Axe Lubber, converts blue to red. So we can take away that blue if they have, if the game starts and they have that conversion and we can't stop it. And then we can cast First Mate Axe Lubber. And of course, if they get alignment, which we can't stop on the first turn, then obviously we could cast Leprechaun in the team that's existing at the moment. But the trouble with that is they can get alignment again just by the random drops. This an absolute chance. So I'm going to swap him as well for Drowned Sailor, converts yellow to blue. So this means that if they get alignment on their troop that does that one, we can take away yellow as well. So I'm going to also change the class in this and go to Elementalist. Need to slow them down if nothing else as well. Alright, so let's check it out now. Lamashtu converts yellow to purple, starts with full mana. I can convert yellow to blue myself and start full mana, so we can take that yellow away, so we can remove that. And their other troop, Herald of Damnation, converts blue to purple, and I can take that away as well. So, and they benefit Zulgoth, so I think this is the correct team to go against this lot. See, they're more powerful than me on the first fight, so this is going to be interesting. All right, let's check on the banners. +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow is correct. And the class traits, obviously the 3 standard Elementalist classes or traits. And Snap Freeze is correct. Insulated, yes. Stone Circle, yeah, it's probably the best one. Yep. Rock Solid, definitely. Lightning Strike, yes, it's going to help out. Oh, actually, I don't know, because I want to control the board more. No, I'm going to take Lightning Strike away and go Water Mastery and Fortitude. Right, so I'm good with this. Let's rock and roll. Well, we've got nobody frozen, so we can take a look at that. But have a look first, because sometimes something you don't actually need can ruin something else which you do need. So blue to red is not a conversion for us. And yellow to blue is not a conversion for us either. Blue to purple is not a good conversion for them. They get a minor amount there. And yellow to purple is very good for them there. So we'll take this first, see if that disrupts that towards the bottom. But now this is where we can actually change some of the board ourselves, because we do not want them getting this. But I'll just double check mine again. Blue to red, still no. Yellow to blue, is not really, but it's good to stop this, but it's the only thing I can do really, because I do not want them casting this. Right, I'm going to have to just do that and hope it works out good. Now we've got a lot of blue there now, so this gives this a much better chance of working. And we got it here, blue to red. So much going on with these, it's hard to tell who's affected by what sometimes, but you have to roll with it. There's no blue there really to worry about. Blue to purple, nothing. Yellow to purple is not a thing, so basically I can collect something on my strength. So I want to get Zool charged up. Just check there's no way of getting a 4-match anywhere. Okay, that's fine. I can get my Drowned Sailor charged up with that match there, which is good. Let's get rid of Gloomleaf, because he's an absolute pain. Now we're looking for the conversions again. Blue to red. Only a small amount of value with that. And yellow to blue, again, is not very good. So I think that means we should be safe on theirs as well. Blue to purple, small amount of value. And yellow to purple is a nothing thing, but we've nullified their attack to a degree. We can get blue and purple this way, so I'll do that. Yeah, and this is working out pretty good right now. Try and get Zool charged up, but the fact that they're entangled means that their Doom Chronicle is going to do very, very minimal damage. So it should not be an issue. Let's get rid of that one. Select red. Let's collect. Who have they got left? Yellow to purple. Not an issue. So I can concentrate on my own. Yeah, so nothing doing there, so I'll just grab some purple. There you go. Minimal effect, because basically we've taken away the whole benefit of their team. Alright, and now we can finish them off or wait for a skull drop. Yeah, let's just finish them off. Oh, I missed a big match of purple on the other side there. Could have resulted in a drop of a skull maybe, but happy to get that one out of the way. That was a tricky little team. Well, it could have been tricky. It could have gone pear-shaped. That's the sort of game that can go well in your favour at the beginning, or it could have gone really, really bad. Luckily, it went in our favour. So 3,265 points from Fight 1. Fight 2 versus Dandy. This is kind of similar, but with Zulgoth in there instead of Gloomleaf at the bottom. So basically, same theory again, I would suggest. Virtually identical team, just to switch around how the first team works. We've got purple straight away, which is nice. I'll just have a quick gander around. No, I'll take this initially. Yellow to blue is a no-no. And blue to red. No either, so just have a double check on theirs. Blue to purple. Huge! Huge! So absolutely we have to use one of our converters without any shadow of a doubt here. We need to get rid of that blue. So blue to red. Doesn't really matter if it doesn't do much benefit to us. We have to take away that conversion for them. Alright. Now let's see if we can get something going for us. One step away from getting Zool up. Let's check on this. Blue to purple. I'll probably cast that next. The AI does like to cast troops that are charged, whether it makes any sense or not sometimes. So let's get Zool ready to go. Oh, they got their Chronicle ready. That was mildly unexpected. Alright, let's take a look around. Gonna have to cast Zool. Let's get rid of Zool himself. Take this down because I get a Scarlet and a 4-match at the same time. Now it's entangled the first two opponents because of the Elementalist class, which is exactly what I was relying on to a certain degree. Got rid of Zool as the threat, and now if they cast this book, and because they're going to generate skulls as their intended damage, then the first troops being entangled means shouldn't be anything I need to worry about anymore, unless they get a miracle cure and get cleansed really quickly. Blue to red is a small amount of benefit there, not really worth casting. And yellow to blue, nothing great either, so I would just set us off for giving them some damage and letting them effectively waste their cast on their Doomed Chronicle, even though it's nearly charged up again. Yeah, there's a couple down, or one down at least. Blue to red does have conversion here, so that's why I have to be careful about taking this sometimes. That's not going to affect that, so I can take that. If that was one or two more along, then you've got to be careful not to mess things like this up, but that should keep that intact. So now we can cast this. Get skull hit from that as well, which is nice. Not much blue there obviously anymore, so that's not really going to be effective. Let's do it that way. Trade skull hits. Don't mind trading skull hits when they're entangled. Just looking to see if anything can be created from this dropping down. I don't think so. Yeah. Not scared. I'm not going to take that brown that way because I'm going to get double skull hit this way. Let's charge up Zool. That gets rid of them and should wipe out the bandit. Happy days. Second win. 1,364 points that time. From fight 2. Fight 3 is King of Rubik. Silent Sentinel, Graveseer, Lamash 2, Doom's Chronicle again. Oh wow, this is a good defense. Oh, this is going to be a headache. Silent Sentinel reduces damage from spells by 25%, has 50% skull reduction, but worst of all, inflicts silence when enemies deal skull damage to him. So, a couple of things to remember when fighting a team like this is, with my team here, I cannot hit them first. If there's skulls there, even before match, I cannot hit them with that because I'm going to be silenced, and that's going to stop me from being able to cast this spell, which I may need. And Lamash 2, obviously, we can counter their convert yellow with our own converter, but Graveseer transforms green to purple. And there's no empowered, which is where they start with full mana, green converter on a purple day. Right, this is tricky. Right, now I'm going to edit this team. I'm going to go out to my all-out attack team on this. Fight fire with fire. First place, enter Thrall. And in last place, good old Leprechaun. We can take a look at the board at the beginning and see if they've got any matches. I'm still going to go Elementalist on this. Just check the banners still correct, which they obviously, yep, they are. That's still relevant. Good. All right, and just take a look at how it goes for them at the beginning. If it's any matches we can't disrupt, and I'll be casting a Leprechaun. But we are hoping to get some. And then Tangle somewhere. That's the second one. It's not ideal. We're frozen on purple, which is an absolute bum ache. But there will be him charged next time, so let's take a look at their converters. Green to purple is good-ish for them there, but we'll be taking that away if we take that. And elsewhere, that is not an issue. But yellow to purple, upon initial glance, looks... Oh, actually, that's okay. No. We'll be taking that away. We're living in a 3 match. Not too worried about that. But this is going to get charged, Thrall charged up, so I think we have to roll with this. Uh-oh. Right. Whew. That is not too bad considering. That was a very good start for them, but it was still frozen. And right, this is not going well. Not going well at all. You can take the 4 match. Hopefully the Elementalist thing will go on the first troop. No point hitting them with a skull because they can, well, take this skull. No, it doesn't work. Take that skull, which will hit them and save me from getting hit by a skull, but they'll get this 4 match next time anyway. If I take that 4 match and charge up on Thrall, then it's kind of a waste because they're going to get to kill him anyway because we are frozen. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, as they say. So we can take this skull, which will get a little bit of purple alignment here, and this brown, and hopefully some sort of cascade. So they've got green to purple over there. Yeah, to say this is not going well is an understatement, but we'll can only roll with what we got. Luckily, Zool is immune to the effects of that, so can actually do that. Now they got their book charged. Yep, this really went their way. I think I'm doomed. Doomed. This is absolutely a very good defense. I'm saving that defense. I like that. But this is absolutely ass plate handed on her. Make a sentence out of that, if you will. Absolutely mullered. Oh god, I don't know what I'm even looking for. This is all over. Leprechaun, show your worth. No, we're doomed. Very, very much doomed. Well, that was an epic fail, if ever there was one. Always wise in the after the event, but sometimes a defense is just really good. Maybe there was something else I could have thought of to counter that, but that's one to look at in the future, because I did like that defense. That was extremely good indeed. Okay, next one is Topo and Megavore. This is dangerous too. Eliminate all armor from all enemies and deal 99 damage to an enemy and submerge myself. 8% chance to kill the last enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches, and they've got that transformer there, which is impossible to change, I think. Apart from Leprechaun, obviously we can disrupt it, but then how the board lands is in the lap of the gods. And Doomed Chronicle again. Another tough sounding team here. It's another team I quite like. I think we're better off on the other one, to be honest. Yeah, let's roll with this again. I think we were a little bit unlucky on that last game, to be honest. So we'll grab some brown, which doesn't really do... It's a lot of good, apart from give us a elementalist effect, which is obviously handy. Blue rather than a brown we don't need. Lots of purple everywhere. So let's collect them for Zool. Let's get rid of him. See if we can get Zool charged up again. Not a lot of green around to cast a Leprechaun. Their first troops entangled, so they're not doing any relevant damage. Thrall's up again. We can cast Thrall. First troops hideously entangled, so it's not an issue. This is the difference. It's like the troop we had, the team we had last. This is the same team as last time against a similarly dangerous opponent, but because this time the gems worked in our favour a bit more, then it's an easy win instead. And that is literally the difference. It can be just by the way the gems fall in your favour or not your favour. That was an absolute walk in the park compared to the last one, simply because of the way the gems dropped. Maybe I could have done something in that last fight. I'll have to take a look back on that maybe later on, but 1,509 points for that fight there. And the last one is Dark Raider. Talonborn. Immune to all status effects, so entangling them won't be effective either. Herald of Damnation, the Converter again, Doomed Chronicle again, and Lamashtu again. And I can't be bothered to switch this team around again to my converting team. And I'm somewhat sulking slightly because of that battle that I lost, so I'm gonna just roll straight into it with this one again. No messing around. Sometimes I just love the simplicity of these kind of teams as well. It's quick mana generation for Thrall via Leprechaun. I like the converting teams, but I don't know. I don't actually find them that satisfying somehow. And I know that's really bizarre, because in a way you should, because nullifying what the opponent does is a really good tactic and it should be enjoyable. But for me, I don't know. I prefer the all-out attack methods. I find that far more enjoyable. But each to their own. Right, let's check what they got going on here. Blue to purple. Nothing going on there at all. And yellow to purple. And they've got a small amount of value from that, but nothing particularly great. So I'd like to take just something and just leave them nothing when they convert, but there's virtually nothing I can take. Literally, there isn't. I can only take that, which may drop down in a way which gives them benefit. So I'm going to go hell for leather and just wing it and see what we can do. So yellow to purple is a good thing for them now. So you can cast a leprechaun. This is going to explode this one here, which is going to disrupt all them yellow, which is good. And this green is going to disrupt all these ones here. So we need to change this board up. Nothing to really think about. That worked out good. Take some 4 matches. Non-stealthy hero. Lovely chubbly. May as well take the 4 matches. Zord's ready again now. Let's take out that first troop who cannot be affected by the entangle, and is just even more annoying because he's just killed my thrall. Bit of a trade of skulls there. Let's make sure there's not a better way to get the 4 match. Don't think so. New to purple. There's a lucky hit. Oh, there it is. The 4 fights that I won were relatively straightforward. The one that I lost was an absolute pain. But there it is. That's the way it can go sometimes. There's a video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you've not done so already. Many more Guild Wars battles to come, and many other Gems of War videos in general. 1,586 points there. So what did I end up with altogether after that hideous loss? First defeat of the week that was. Oh god, didn't even get into 8,000. Shocking. Hopefully a better time tomorrow. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.